Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Hope, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Hope's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give while we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Hope has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will show you how to properly put that on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Hope is sitting very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Hope take off doing that now, and the command is Hope heel. As you can see, Hope has been trained to walk very nicely at your left heel position, being sure not to pull ahead and drag you on that leash or lag behind so that you have to pull her on the leash. If she doesn't walk correctly on the leash, and you would just use a tug and let go correction on that collar, which we will demonstrate for you during your one-on-one lesson. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is the automatic sit, and this occurs anytime that you stop your feet. Hope should sit nicely right next to your left heel position, and she should remain seated until you give her her next command. Now the next command that they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command. The stay command is a hand and voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of Hope's muzzle, and the one-word command to stay.
Stay.
You're then going to walk out to the end of your training leash. Hope should remain seated in this position throughout the entire command until you return back to heel position. Now this is a great command to help develop her self-control skills, so you want to make sure that you practice this one frequently throughout the day. When Fred returns back to Hope, he walks all the way around her, returning back to heel position. She remains seated throughout the entire command. Great job. And they're going to demonstrate the heel, sit, and stay for you again. It's an example of the automatic sit. Fred stopped his feet and she sat nicely. He gives the heel command again and she starts heeling again.
Stay.
So Fred leaves her in another sit stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. Now this time they're going to demonstrate the come command for you. You're going to call Hope in using her name, and she should come to you and sit nicely in front of you. She then returns back to heel position by heeling around the back of you. Back to your left hand side. She should sit nicely, waiting for her next command. And they'll demonstrate that for you again. Leave her in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the leash. Again, call her in using her name. Make sure she comes in and sits nicely. Good job. And then heel her around the back of you. Back to your left hand side. Make sure she sits nicely. Good job. Very well done. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. For this command, you're going to use the open flat of your left palm again, but straight down towards the ground this time, and the one-word firm command to down. Good job. Then give her the stay command, since you are going to be walking away from her out to the end of the training leash again. Again, this is another great command to help build up her self-control, so you want to practice this one frequently throughout your day as well. And this is a good time to remind you that you should be practicing all of your commands in a formal 15 to 20 minute session a day. It's a great mental exercise for the dogs, and it keeps them fresh and on top of their commands. Now Fred returns back to Hope once again by walking all the way around her. Back to heel position. She remains laying down. Great job. And they will demonstrate that again. Open flat of your palm, straight down towards the ground. That stay command, so she knows to stay. This time they're going to demonstrate that come command from the down position for you this time. Good job. Now they do have one last command to demonstrate for you, and that would be our down from a distance command. And we'll give them a second or two to set up for that. Now for the down from a distance, you're going to leave Hope in a sit stay and walk out to the end of the training leash. And you're going to give that down command from the end of the leash, again, which is the open flat of your palm, straight down towards the ground, and the one-word firm command to down.
Down.
Good job. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Hope has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Hope, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.